got a couple announcements I want to make. First of all, welcome to the Healing Circle. And the Healing Circle is going to be every week. And so that'll be awesome. And every Tuesday at this time, 6:30 Mountain Time. Now, right now it's Mountain Daylight Time. And then the gathering, instead of being every week, is going to be every other week, because we're getting usually a lot more people with the Healing Circle. And with the gathering, it's averaging, I don't know, maybe 5 to 12 people, but we usually get a lot more people with the Healing Circle. We're low this week, so that rebuts everything that I just said. In any case, we'll be doing the Healing Circle every week. And the gathering is for the questions, and that'll be tomorrow, every other week on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And then, let's see,
No.
I will answer some questions with the Healing Circle, but it's mostly for working with people. And I'll get as many people in as possible. And let's see, we have a couple events coming up. Next Saturday, we have the workshop. I think it's $45 or $50. I don't know if you, is Lynn on? Are you there, Lynn? And
I am here.
yeah, what is the cost of the Saturday workshop, the 2-hour workshop?
The 2-hour workshop that starts at noon on Saturday, called Healing and Technique, is $45.
$45 for the 2 hours. And that will take you into the world of healing, even for people that have taken my course. It's going to be pretty awesome. You know, you'll still learn some new stuff or get to remember things that I've talked about, whatever. And it's always in different words than whatever any other course I've ever taught. And the same with all the courses. And then the following Monday is the 4-day workshop from 12 to 1:30. And that's an intensive. It's good. It'll be for beginners or the most advanced. It doesn't matter. And it will literally take you into the world of healing and working with it, as far as, you know, experiential work, and also with understanding it. And it's a easy format where people will be able to butt in and kick me out and ask their question or make a comment or whatever. I don't care. And it's awesome. That's all I have to say. It's just really experiential, and it's good, and a lot of understanding to it. So I don't know of anything else coming up. Next June, in the middle of the month, I'll be going back to Arizona. And I'll be flying there this time. I hope you're there tomorrow. And I'll be doing 2 healing circles again. I've been asked to by Gold Canyon. There was a phenomenal response there, and just amazing healings. And then also with the SNAPS, Scottsdale Neighborhood Art Place in Scottsdale there, where we did the last healing circle. It was just incredible. And got a lot of feedback from new people and return people that I haven't seen in a long, long time. And there was a lot of just wonderful healings there. And so then I'll be seeing people by appointments there as well, in person. So before I start, please, you know, don't forget on the website, there's a place there, I believe it's on the home page, that you can feel free to make a donation from your heart. And I know that as you give, God gives. That energy, that conscious energy, it loves to give to us. But we have to put the step forward, the first step. And it's with any activity of life. And that's the way God operates. And so I remember in the old days in Chicago, I first started, or excuse me, my manager at the time first started telling people at the Healing Circle, and there were between 50 to, you know, 200 or 300 people, sometimes 250, and every week. And it was all word of mouth back then. But she would say, now, if you fold your $1, $5, or $10 or $20 bill or whatever in a little corner, and or fold it whatever way you want, You, however many times you want, that's how much money you're going to get back by God. So I can't say that now for in person, but it's a form of giving, and it's from the heart, and that's all that matters. Other than that, I don't know of anything else. If anyone wants an appointment with me, please, give me a call. And if you need financial help, don't be shy to ask. I'm there to be asked, and I will help you. And also, if you want help for the workshop, Lynn is available to talk to, and she will just write her at admin@markearlix.com, and Lynn will help you with the financial aspect of that. She knows what to do. She's well versed. And let's see, I don't know. Hey, Tamara, give Jason my love, please. Yeah. And please, any questions I can try to answer before we start here? Anything on anything that's happened with you since I've worked with you last, anyone? Ruth, please, anything? Please.
I was wondering how your prospecting went.
I wish someone wouldn't ask that. Well, I worked my tail off and I found nothing. I went to the wrong places, and that's all there's to it. And that's part of the ball game.
But did you have fun?
Yeah, I hit this one area that had very little water in it, and there was this little settling pool that had nothing but stagnant water that was so filled with junk, and it smelled so bad. A drop of water, or if one drop of water got on you, your clothes would have to be washed as soon as you got back to where you're going. And it was a horrible, horrible, wrenching smell. And I worked that pond a little bit, or that little bit of water, and what a mistake. And, and then I went to other areas that were really dry. And I forgot the name of the area we went to, right outside some lake, and got there and started doing some dry panning and stuff, and getting samples that I could take back to the hotel and wash out to see if there was any gold. But right in the middle of the whole dry area was a plum tomato plant. How it got there, I don't know. And it was growing in the dry sand and dirt. And how it got there, I have no idea. But it was the only plant that was alive in this whole area. And it was a plum tomato plant. And so, and it actually had fruit on it. So go figure, I thought they needed water, And so now I'm going to plant all my tomato plants without water. No, just kidding. It worked there, why not here, Yeah. And so, oh God, so that's so much for my gold prospecting. And, and I learned my lesson, not to listen to this one person. And tomorrow, if you have a piece of land up north, I want to go there, and I want to prospect.
Yeah, we do. We've got one kind of out by Kingman.
I love it. I love it. If you invite me, which I hope you're doing,
Absolutely.
I'll take my metal detector there.
Yes.
And we'll do it.
Cool. Jason found an awesome arrowhead. We were just standing on our property, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. And he just down when we were talking, he's like, found an arrowhead. I'm like,
wow.
Cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Is it in the mountains?
It's like below the pines.
Good.
So,
good.
Yeah.
I would love to take my metal detector there and a little shovel and pan. So
that'd be fun. Absolutely.
All right. Whoever wants to join me, all you need is a pickaxe and a shovel, and we'll get going, all of us. So, and it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a spiritual retreat. I'll watch and give everyone directions on where to dig. And so, leave it to me. I'll direct you and guide you. And I'll take credit for it all if you find anything. So, all right. So, any other good questions? Please, anything from anyone I can try to answer.
No, I just wanted to say thanks for Gold Canyon.
Oh,
It was good to see you in person again, and good to get some energy work from you. So I appreciate it.
good. Did you feel better afterwards, hon?
I had a really odd experience. Little TMI, so I won't go into detail, but yes, it was instant. It was right when you got there, before we had even started really doing anything. And I kind of kept thinking about stuff like, okay, I think I really want to work on this. And you walked in, it was like, bang. And of course, then working one-on-one with you helped as well. But yeah, it was instant.
Awesome. Awesome. A couple other people told me that too. So,
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes. Cool. Yeah. And you're not alone in this. None of us are. And we're all a part of this in some way or another. It's a part of our lives. And, you know, it's there. It's waiting for us in whatever way it happens. Good. Excellent. Some people are even healed in the parking lots. So, yeah, it happens. So, pretty outstanding. Hey, Nene, show yourself, young lady. Show yourself. All right. Put on your camera. It's in the bottom left. And put on your camera, hon. All right. And let's see. Crystal, how you doing, hon?
I'm doing fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Anything you would like me to work with, please?
I would like for you to work with my friend. Would that be all right?
That sure will.
My friend Rena is 90 years old.
Whoa.
I've asked for her before, and she has a lot of problems with her stomach. She gets nauseous for a lot consistently. Would you give her a healing, please?
Yes. And one thing that I just got is that she's not a really good, consistent eater of better foods.
No. You're right.
And so, yeah. And so that's going to have an effect on her body, especially at her age. That's what I got, you know. So she has to have protein in her body as well, carbohydrates. What that means, I don't know. I'm a almond M&M and coffee person. So
it makes sense. It makes sense.
All right. All right. And I know nothing medically or health-wise or whatever, or exercise, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know what. But and that's just the way I am. But I know nothing, but this stuff just comes to me, you know. When it does, and it's not always, it's just at times. So, all right, now I will work with her though, and I'd like to do it right now, matter of fact. She's also going to experience a little sprout of energy in her life, and you know, not too much. We don't want to give anyone a heart attack. You know? I swear, officer, I've never seen her before, but all right. And oh, my honor, my pleasure. And she'll feel good. She's real light. She's light. And so talk to me about you. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with you, please?
I would just I love the blessing for peace.
Okay, cool. Good. Wonderful. God loves to share it.
Okay.
Can you feel it in your heart?
Yes. Yes. It was beautiful. Thank you. It was working all the way up.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. And just maintain that by focusing on God within your life.
I will. I will. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Mark.
It's a pleasure. It's an honor, Crystal. All right. My friend Tamara, yay! Anything in particular, my dear?
I thought I wanted to work on some certain things, and as soon as I tried to like write it down so I wouldn't forget, something else came up. So I'm having like a pain in like my right chest, like right breast almost, but up high, like right, you can probably see it, like right here. And sorry, my camera's pretty low. But something, I don't know, it's been about 6 months, just like a pain, and it kind of comes and goes, but I don't know what it is. So any help you can offer, it'd be great.
All right. Now, without palpating and going in a lot, can you go to the actual place and hold it and
I can lower this, I think.
just a little bit? Yeah. And when you hold it, go to it's a little more to your little to the other side. No, the other side. I'm sorry. You're there. Is a little more tender there?
Yeah.
All right. Hold that and push in, not to hurt yourself, but just push in to feel that discomfort in there. And I'm going to do something here. Hold it in. And you're going to feel it break. And tell me when you feel it break. It's going to be real subtle and gentle. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say something and then you said it. Freaks me out a little bit, but I like that.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now hold it in again.
Okay.
And just hold it. And tell me if it's as tender.
I don't notice it being as tender, and the actual pain like that I was feeling or that keeps coming back is gone. So the tenderness is still kind of there, but I think it's just been sore a little bit.
So hold it in again. There, it's starting to subside a little bit. There, and lift your finger up and move around a little bit. There, now push your finger in there again. Is it as tender or worse or the same or better?
Less.
Good.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. Now the consciousness of it knows to dissipate. And I'll teach all these things if anyone does either the classes or the big workshop.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Awesome.
Thank
And I'm curious to hear more about that later if it, if you keep me updated.
I will, for sure.
All right, good. And again, if anyone wants an appointment with me, it's a full session, and just let me know, and I'll be there for you.
I'm gonna make one when you're in Scottsdale for next month.
Awesome, awesome, good deal. All righty, and Sue Cavas is the one to contact, and she'll be on the on my website with the information. And my website, her information will be on this, the contact information. And Samantha, my dear, hey, how you doing? How you doing, Chicago?
Hi, Mark. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, how are you?
Well, thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you, you too. Does a heartache count as a physical ailment?
If you'd be willing, just normally I won't get into emotional stuff,
Okay.
except in appointments. But okay, what I want you to do is to close your eyes for a second, and I want you to picture that heartache without telling me what it is, okay? And nod your head when you actually feel that heartache of the situation. All right, good. Now open up your eyes for a second. And open your eyes. There you go. Now close your eyes again and picture what it would be like if you didn't have that heartache, how you would feel. Okay? And tell me when you can feel the feeling if you didn't have that heartache.
Okay.
All right, now close your eyes again. I'm curious about something. Now picture how you would feel with the heartache and tell me what it feels like now. And be candid.
It feels sad.
Compared to before?
Yeah.
All right, close your eyes again. We're going to do something a little bit here. Picture it. If you didn't have that heartache, how would you feel in your life? And tell me 2 words, just 2.
Happy and free.
All right, now keep your eyes closed and go back to the other. How does that feel?
A little bit less sad.
You'll see that the whole consciousness of that breaks. And it's almost as though you'll laugh when you think of feeling sad again. You'll see. You'll see. All right. Good. What else, hon? Anything physically in your life?
Pardon?
Anything physical in your life you'd like me to work with?
Yeah, my same thing, my lower back that I've been having trouble with for a long time.
Okay. All right, gladly. Now, did you notice a difference last time at all? Be candid with me.
Well, you told me to do exercises, which I've been doing every morning.
Yes.
I don't feel like it's made much of a difference, although when I'm doing the exercises, it feels good. But just like overall during the day, it still feels the same.
Yeah, it longs for the exercise, though, even though you may not be needing it. It needs that muscle development in there,
Okay.
is my perception. So let me work with it a little more, hon. Now, if you move around, would it normally be uncomfortable?
No, not so much. It's usually just certain certain move, like if I'm lifting something, usually,
Okay. Yeah.
you know.
All right. All right. I'm curious to hear if you can either write me or whatever, what changes happened and or
Okay.
changes happening, I should say, as you'll notice.
Okay, thank
All right.
you.
And I know that. I know that for sure.
Okay.
All right, good.
Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. All righty. Now, I want to read this here. It says, I'm told I have a condition. This is from, The Apprentice. I form synovial cysts, unsightly and sometimes tender bumps on my fingers. The fluid leaks out of the joint. Please pray. I really want to release this idea. Thank you. It's not an idea. It's just a dysfunction of the body that happens. So it's nothing that you're doing in life or nothing that you're creating in life. It's just your body. And so let's see if we can get this rocking and rolling here. And that area, those areas on your hands that create the synovial cysts, they they're just reacting. That's all from the body. It's not lack of nutrients or anything like that. It's different. It's from the body. And that's just reacting that way. All right, good. And that's fine, Apprentice. All right, now, gift from the heart is available on my, that's what Lynn wrote. Yes. And you may want to respond to the Apprentice. Okay, good, I did that. And hi, Mark, next time working on my new iPhone here. Who's that from? Nini. You're going to have to take it to a tech. I don't know anything about iPhones. I have one, but I don't know how to work it. I am totally untechy. And all right, driving now, have to go. That's fine, Nini. I want to ask a blessing on you if you don't mind. Oh, she's working on her iPhone, I guess. One or the other. All right. I want to ask a blessing on you, Nini. All right, a life of joy. And Allison Locks. All right, I'm going to ask a blessing on you too, and for your son. And that's for your son coming to awareness in something. All right. Hey there, Sue Gray. How you doing, my dear friend? Good to see you. Ruth, Ruth, anything in particular, my dear?
Um, yes, I spent 3 hours over in the church garden yesterday and pulled weeds, and my hands are very sore, along
Oh
with
my-
the rest of me, but mostly the hands because I need to use them tomorrow for other stuff.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. That'll teach you to work.
I know, but it needed it, you know, a year of neglect.
Now, where do I get you prospecting and using that pick and shovel?
I don't think so, Mark.
It'll be a great spiritual experience. All right. All right. And what was shown to me, what I could tell was that tomorrow it will be greater as far as less discomfort, but right in here on each hand and right in here, it'll be stiff a little bit. But as you do what you're going to do as far as the working goes, then you'll see that it'll keep disappearing more and more and more and more.
Yay. Thank you, Mark.
Sure. And yeah, right in here in these areas.
Yeah, they're very kind of swollen right now. So
Yeah. And so
weeds,
what's that?
darn weeds.
Telling you, don't do that stuff. You know,
Somebody had to do it.
I mean, you
Why?
should you should even have someone who feeds you, you know, your food by fork or spoon or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Don't do anything.
He's not volunteering to do that. Sorry.
Got to get a better model.
Stuck with that one. He's quite fine.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right. Sue, please talk to me.
I would love a blessing and thank you for your blessing that you asked on my mother's little dog, because he is doing better, but we could stand to have a little more good juice sent Mikey's way.
Yeah. And Mikey is the dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Older dog.
Yes. A little
Yeah.
poodle that's maybe 13.
Yeah.
maybe-
What's going to happen is that this will give the what I've experienced with other people in the past. This will give the doggy a reprieve for a while until we can integrate, or till it's able to, the people are able to integrate and accept and everything else.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it'll be between 1 to 3 months.
Oh, that little time, huh?
It might be longer, but you know, just so that we can accept
Yeah.
things, and the dog will feel good and everything during that time. That's what's happened in the past with people
Mhm.
and their
Okay.
doggies. Okay.
Okay.
And not saying it's everyone because I don't know everyone.
Right.
All righty. Let me do it again for the doggy.
Thank you.
Very gentle dog.
He is with people. He hates other dogs.
We sure liked my spirit just now. And what about you, my dear friend?
Let's see. There's always something going on. Let's see. Oh, it's mostly just my anxiety levels and all my decisions that I have to make right now. So anything that would calm me down would be good.
I'd love to. Let's ask a blessing for you. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank
My
you.
honor, my total honor. And let's see, Nini, is there anything else you would like me to work with, please? Please feel free to type it out, hon. And anything, please feel free. Name one thing. And Lynn, I know, would like me to work with something, and I'm going to. All right. All right. Crystal, how you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Good. Good. All right. Tamara, please, how do you feel in that chest area on your left side?
Yeah, it's gone. Like I don't feel it right now, so I'm glad.
No, you don't feel it.
It's gone.
Not right now.
I know. Just right now it doesn't hurt, and I'm glad. That's all I can ask for.
Now, you may get twinges of it, but don't believe it. Okay?
Okay.
And it'll try to come back to remind you the symptomology of something. It'll try to do that.
Okay.
Just to let you know, because it
Okay.
doesn't want you to forget it.
Yeah, I had like a little, it kind of moved to the back of my arm a little bit, and then it was gone, but it was real quick. So it was different. But does anybody else notice when he does a healing on somebody, and I don't know if it's just my speakers, there's that weird whistle? I thought that there was a branch like scraping on the window like that. I was like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Sometimes
It was just my
Yeah.
speakers. There was something on the window.
it happens on Facebook, it happens on Zoom, it happens anytime I talk with someone in an appointment. It's the spirit moving through.
Oh,
And sometimes people hear it as a high frequency. Sometimes people hear it as what you described. Sometimes people hear it as birds chirping. And it's just a phenomena that happens, and I can't help it, and I apologize. And I asked about it one time, and it said it's the spirit in movement, and so.
That's
and
cool.
won't hear it otherwise. You know.
Very cool.
Oh God, strange, very strange. And I say, okay, thanks, God. Okay, boss. And you're bigger than me. I can't do anything about it. So I can't beat you up, God. So, and then, good, good, good. Sue, how do you feel inside, hon?
Better. But everything's kind of torn up around the house because we're trying to get the house pulled together in the next 15 months or so. And my mother and her dog are in another city, and it's just a lot of stuff.
I know. And it's going to happen regardless whether you're in anxiety mode or not.
Yeah. True. So better not to let it bug me.
Right. And destroy you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that too.
Yeah, the alien frequency. Yes, there you go. That's right, Sue Gray.
Thank you for
Yes, the
the
alien-
reminder.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Apprentice. The alien frequency. Thanks for telling people that. And the Apprentice also wrote, my understanding is that well-being is all about consciousness. Most often, not all the time, most often. Sometimes we're born into these bodies that are just born to fail. And because we're interacting with the electromagnetic fields, we're reacting with birth, we're reacting with, the aging process in our way, all kinds of weird things. Our geographical location. And sometimes people notice a big change when they move, and if it's that detrimental to you. So not saying that you can move, Apprentice, but or you should. But so isn't disease an idea? No, no. Disease is something that the body is reacting to, and sometimes our soul that carries the information brings us in with that in order to work with that of the causals. And it may not be an idea or anything like that. It's just something that we're here to finally work out at times. Other times, diseases, we're born with it from another time in another place. And it's just a part of us, or our bodies are weak here on Earth. We're fragile compared to, regardless of what anyone says, how strong they are, we're fragile. And our bodies react, to environment, to food, to water, to, all kinds of stresses. Who knows? So sometimes it's nothing to do with ideas. My perception of things, the world according to Gartmark. So, and yes, the alien frequency. I like that. All right. Nanu. Yeah, I could do that. And you gotta practice that tomorrow. Practice it with Jason. Real fluidly. There you go. Hey, there you go, Sue. All right, we're all walking away with something here. All right. Any other questions I could try to? How do your hands feel now, Ruth? Do you notice any difference in there? Please be candid.
They're a little more flexible,
Good.
a little less stiff.
I'm getting you ready to work.
Thanks.
I'm helping you.
The next one will be my house in the yard as soon as it stops raining.
All right. And right now, also the atmospheric conditions, pressures are affecting the injury even more.
Yeah.
And so, but tomorrow you'll see a difference.
Thank you.
All right. Good. And Nini, anything more, hon? Anything you would like to ask or type out? All right. Any questions about anything? We still have 13 minutes.
I'll ask a question.
Please.
This is going to sound a little funny, but it just keeps coming up. And with the reading about the alien frequency and things, I thought, well, I'll just ask it. Is it possible when a person is a healer, you know, like they can do what they can do, as such as you are, and they're on the other side, is it possible to send healing to someone on this side?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
I getting that question kept coming to me, and I thought, well, this is going to sound really weird.
Yeah. I don't want to say this, but I will. I've had other beings come to me in my past many a time that want healing, or want to learn healing, or want to experience it, even though something's not incorrect with them. So all three scenarios, if that makes sense.
It does. It makes sense.
So yes, the other side also affects us as well. Just like there's times, not all the time by any means, but there's times that I know I'm not, it's not me that's going to be doing something. I know the angelics say, move aside, and I have to move aside in my mind, and they come in and work with the person, or things like that, of that nature.
Okay.
So yes, I totally agree with that understanding.
That's perfect. It totally makes sense now. I was a little hesitant to ask the question, but it kept coming up. And so now I'm glad I did, because it totally makes sense.
Awesome. Awesome. Are you going to the workshop?
Yes,
Okay. You already signed up for it?
already signed up.
All right, good. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And I want you to ask that question too. And we'll get
Okay,
a little deeper into that if you can remember that.
I'll make a note of it.
Okay. All right, good, good, good. Let me see here. Please, anything. Ruth.
Yeah. You, just a few minutes ago, you were talking about people born with the disease or something like that.
Yes.
Is that for their soul's progress?
Yes. Yes, they bring it in
Yeah.
to work out the scenario of the disease.
Yeah.
The disease itself is almost like an activity from what they brought with them. It's not the causal of what they're living with or dying with. It's the disease that represents, say, a culmination of understanding that they developed, and it's time for them to work it out in their life.
I had a younger brother who lived till he was 37.
Leukemia?
No, he was severely retarded.
Okay.
With epilepsy and retardation and blindness and deafness and everything.
But that's a heavy working out, because the soul's prepared for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or else, if the soul wasn't prepared for it, it wouldn't present it.
Right. Yeah.
Which is amazing that a person's soul would act something like that out all in one, you know? Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a wondrous being. Yeah. But they're not suffering. We're the ones who are doing the suffering.
Yeah. No, he was a pretty happy little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is amazing, isn't that? God.
I figured it gave others the opportunity to serve him and to develop compassion.
Yeah, so it was right to be served. God, yeah. He's a glorious being. Glorious. Tamara,
How far in advance do you know about the workshops? Because like this one, I'm booked, but like, do you post them like a month or two ahead, or how far ahead normally, so I can kind of have an idea?
generally a month. And even if a person can't attend, say if they sign up for the workshop, they can still see the workshop itself. And it'll be like on a private channel for them. Or if they miss one day or 2 days. I know one person or two people are going to miss the first day of the workshop. I know that directly, they told me, but they'll still be able to make the other 2 days. So it doesn't matter.
Okay. Very
And
cool.
if that should be the scenario, you know.
Okay, cool.
But usually it's a month.
Okay.
And,
Perfect.
all righty. All right. Please, any other questions or comments? I can try to answer, please. And usually near the end of the month. Yes, yes, it is. It's usually, Lynn wrote, I will be processing the orders tomorrow for everyone who registered for the workshop. Thank you for your patience. No problem. And replays are available and you can still ask questions. Yes, you can still ask questions on the replays and I'll answer them. And it'll be, the whole group will get to experience, whatever. Thanks, Lynn. Please, anything else? Anything? Got a couple minutes left. Take advantage of it. Yes, Crystal, yes.
I'll ask a question on angelics. One time after one of the meditations, I visualized the angelics, and it had a very different face than human form. And I know there are many different ones, but can you tell us a little bit more about them?
There's many types. There's many, many types of angelics. It's not just, a beautiful person with wings. And most of the angelics I met, I've never seen wings, and stuff like that. It was just my perception. And and I asked them to present themselves the way that they are. And I've seen some, what we might call ugly, but they were the most beautiful ugly you could ever imagine. And I've seen all different sizes and shapes and whatever, height, width, anything, depth. And they're all different realms of them, all different realms. And say an archangel has many realms under each one. So, and they all have different functions and purposes, and that's their direction, what they do, only what they do. I've seen my spiritual cleanup crew one time I got to see when I was a first fall student, and I was praying, oh God, forgive me for doing this the incorrect way or whatever. And then behind me, I think you heard the story before, and then behind me, while it took me out of my meditation, I felt a big presence there, and I turned around and I actually saw 3 motley looking angelics, and they were just sloppy looking and tall, lanky, and one was a little bit heavier, and one was carrying a mop, the other was carrying a broom, the other was carrying a bucket, and they were my spiritual cleanup crew. And so I burst out laughing. Then they disappeared, and I knew that they were there for me. They're all different functions and whatever, and they're made for you individually. Part of realms. And so in any case, they're there. They're there always, in all different ways that we'll see them. The other day, for an appointment, I burst out laughing, and the woman said, "Why are you laughing?" And I said, "Well, I saw these tiny, tiny little things that were really angels, and they're doing something to you, and they're having a good time. They're working." And I've never seen anything like that before, and I didn't know they existed. And then today, with someone in an appointment, I saw like Munchkin angelics. I mean, they were maybe about 3-4 feet tall, the most, and they were working with this person, and she felt it too. So there's more that I don't know about, and I've seen lots. I've seen nature spirits. I've seen all kinds of beings that I won't get into. But in any case, good questions, though. Good question. This is from The Apprentice. One reason I hesitate was the 4-day commitment for one of the workshops. How long will the recording be available and the access for questions? It'll always be available as long as we're in existence. And I've been working with this stuff and in existence with it for many, many years. So don't worry about that, Apprentice. Don't worry, please. It'll always be available. For anyone who signs up, will get the link to that special YouTube channel. All right, and virtually forever, as far as how long forever is. And as long as Mark is around to answer your question. Yeah. All right. Please, I want to thank everyone very, very much for being here. And yeah, I'll live forever. Beam me up now, Scotty. Oh, God. Nano, everyone. And blessings to you. You practice that with Jason there tomorrow. And keep going out to him every 5 minutes for that. And all right. God bless you, and thank you so much for being here. And please keep me updated how you're doing, everyone. Please, I really appreciate it. And if you want, I'll say another prayer. If you contact me, if something is really needed, I'll be glad to. And if you want to set up an appointment with me, talk to me. And financially, if you're disabled or injured financially in any way or another, let me know, and we'll work it out. And same thing with the workshop. If anyone was really hurting financially, let Lynn know. Thank everyone very much. Blessings to everyone. Thank you. See you next week and tomorrow too, the gathering.